walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The ground with the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on a whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When you hear about run blitzes, this is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. It's the conference finale today. Win this, win extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Now on the return.
The return runs it out to the 30. And the USC offense will take over. 1st and
10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Sims.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found a soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Miles. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Forced out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Smith takes the handoff. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll get rid of it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run for it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Got 5 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Rock. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Breaks into the open on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Laterals it back. Got his man on the right.
Got to give this guy credit all season long. He's played well, he's stayed healthy, and he's just executing. With that last throw, he's now surpassed 4,000 yards as we get late in the season.
The Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Dugan. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to buy time. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rock. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
That's caught. It's Watkins. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. He's looking deep. Snags it on the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the left side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Gets it to the back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Rock. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He fires one deep over the middle. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient. position to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Robb. It's complete to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Robb. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it on the outside. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Trojans. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Rock. Fires to the big fella. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Find some fresh air. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Miles. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air. It's Love.
Keep going.
Finds the tight end. Turning it on. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Back to pass, it's Dugan. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll run play action. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Still looking on the move. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradley. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second.
Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 4 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive things.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. You move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? Back off.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Grab near the sticks. It's Miles. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Under fire. Gets it out quickly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Grab near the marker. It's Murray. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's Rock. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time